Alrighty. Chat, should we talk about the what is it? The what's there's a term for this. The elephant in the room, is that how this goes? Is that what they call it? Yeah, just shoot me an email. Bungie confirms Wrath of the Machine raid not returning to Destiny 2 anytime soon. Shifts focus to new content. What new content? Have you guys seen the any new content? So Bungie has officially confirmed that the Wrath of the Machine raid won't be returning to Destiny 2 anytime soon, prioritizing new content instead. Ever since Bungie started bringing back classic Destiny 1 raids in Destiny 2, the community has been patiently waiting to see the fan favorite Wrath of the Machine raid return. The demand for these reprised raids has been consistently high, especially following the successful reprisal of Vault of Glass, King's Fall, and Crota's End. Many players have been hoping that Wrath of the Machine, the iconic raid from Destiny 1's Rise of Iron expansion, would eventually make its way into Destiny 2. However, until now, Bungie has stayed silent on the matter, leaving the community with nothing but speculation. Before we go any further, it's just like, how this is like, do you guys have those people in your life that like they'll start a project, they'll finish 75% of it, and then just never touch it again for like years? And then they'll pick it up, do it for 5 minutes, and it's an ongoing process for the rest of their life. Like they literally just refuse to finish. That's me. Well, I appreciate the self-report. That that's exactly what this feels like. How are you gonna bring three of the four back and not bring the one that people probably like the most back? I don't know if it's just a draw to like get people to like get on their hands and knees and
Wow, they are shifting focus to new content. Some more Eververse items. Cool. I don't regret uninstalling this shit game. Like Arasaka. Let Bungie burn.
okay, thank you. Thank you. I like, do I think them bringing back Wrath would change the state of the game? No. It's just more of like a completeness type of thing, I guess, for me. Unfortunately, recent comments under Bungie's global community lead seem to suggest that the fans might have to wait much longer than expected. That's just the case for everything with Destiny. Okay, this is not some revolutionary. Is the Destiny 2 Wrath of the Machine raid getting the latest update came from an interaction on Twitter where user Gabby95 jokingly asked DMG if the Wrath of the Machine raid would return in 2025. DMG replied, "Why are they using his government name? Like, why?" Saying, "Magic 8 Ball, likely not anytime soon, got new stuff to focus on." The straightforward response confirms that the raid is not in Bungie's immediate plans, as the team is prioritizing new content for upcoming Codenames Apollo and Behemoth expansions over revisiting older activities. So this is like, I don't know, this just doesn't make any sense with like everything that we've seen. I'm more like, again, I'm always on the side of like actions speak louder than words. Most of the content we've been getting recently is just like reskinned older stuff. Like they just redid, what was it, Inverted Spire and something else, the Arms Dealer, which they, in my personal opinion, ruined those strikes, and I don't enjoy doing strikes anymore for a variety of reasons, but that doesn't help because those were two of my favorite strikes. It aligns with a recent report of the Game Post. In 2024, we reported that Bungie has no plans to bring back Wrath of the Machine to Destiny 2 in the near future. Unlike other reprisal raids, This one requires unique assets, like the SIVA-infused fallen enemies and specific encounters. That would demand substantial time and resources, something Bungie does not have, or does not have following 2 rounds of layoffs last year. I know. What do you mean unique assets? Bro, half the stuff that they put in the game from D1 is literally just copy-pasted.
Where, motherfucker? I've looked everywhere, including my sandy crack hole, and I can only find the same reskinned seasonal activity. Who?
Thank you. I'm not going to pretend to be an armchair coding expert here because I borderline failed my coding class. That shit was actually hard. But this doesn't make any sense compared to like all the other stuff they've brought back from D1. Like besides the layoffs, because obviously, you know, that was a little rough, you know. With Bungie's current focus on the upcoming expansions and new annual release schedule, Wrath of the Machine appears to be sidelined for now. Speaking of Wrath of the Machine, Bungie confirms that Frontiers expansions will be similar in size to Destiny 1's Rise of Iron. AMA, but not going to reply. If you don't reply, does that mean the Wrath of the Machine is coming back in 2025? Magic 8 Ball not telling me. Okay, so this is what he said. Got new stuff to focus on. Like what? So the thing is... The thing is, can I not voice crack? Anyways, the thing is, what was I gonna say? We're almost in February. This is supposed to be coming out. What did they say? Summer was the first expansion, which you kind of assume is like June, July. We haven't seen any sort of teaser whatsoever. And usually for expansions, we get at least like a teaser trailer way ahead of time. So for this to be within possibly 4 to 5 months reach with literally nothing to show for it makes me think that it's getting pushed back. They usually do a teaser after the final season comes out before the expansion. Well, that's when they'll start to tease it more.
We'll get new assets when Destiny 3 releases. So, never. Sweat will be applying for AARP when we get actually new content.
Right. Preparing to reveal the final episode of the final shape, titled Heresy. This is highly anticipated and marks the return of the iconic Dreadnaught destination from Destiny 1's Taken King expansion. So, dude, the irony in this is that, like, unlike other reprise raids, this one requires unique assets. Why is Wrath of the Machine unique assets, but then they're bringing back the Dreadnaught? Like, how does it just seems so hypocritical to me? And haven't they also teased SIVA before? Like, years and years ago, and they just refused to bring back SIVA? I don't know why, because it was quite literally like a fan favorite, and people, they just won't do it. They said that SIVA is dead completely. I'm not a story expert, but I don't think that's true, right? I don't think it is. There's literally a SIVA voice line in the entrance of Vespers. Yeah, also bringing back Outbreak Perfected. That might be another reason for them not bringing it back, is because they're like, well, shit, now what do we do for the exotic, you know? I'd like to go back to the Plague Lands area. You can do that. Open up the game and click the Cosmodrome. You have 50% of it there. There you go. SIVA is only in our possession now. I don't know what to say. Like, I think this is just a big disappointment to the community, even though, again, this isn't something that solves all the issues that the game is actually facing right now. To bring back 3 out of 4 of them and not bring back the one that people arguably love the most is kind of shameless, in my opinion. Not to mention, this could give them an opportunity to bring back a couple of strikes that were actually good too. The SIVA High Priest, what's the name? Help me. Help me. No, not Vosik. That's the raid. Wretched Eye. Yeah, Wretched Eye, and what was the other one?
Hi, Bimgus.
So good and tasty?
Sepix? We already have Sepix. I thought there was another strike. Is there not another strike? Why can I not think? There's the Wretched Eye. Really?
Tease me in a good way so I can bust. Bungie doesn't know how, sadly.
Thank you. Is there anything else to say on this? I think they're gonna change. I think they'll do this eventually. I don't think this is something that's off the table forever, but if they're gonna sit and talk about new stuff to focus on, they better have something to show for it soon, because we're going back to the Dreadnaught and the player numbers are still dwindling. They're at basically the worst they've ever been. So hope for the best, plan for the worst type of situation, you know?